everyone, I'm Zenith. Welcome to Mindfulness Sunday, where we talk about mindfulness and practice quieting our minds. As gardeners, we spend a lot of time in our gardens, pulling, weeding, tugging, reaching, stretching, cajoling plants in and out of the soil. By doing that, we tend to oftentimes end up with a lot of aches and pain because our muscles tend to get tight over time. Today, I'll show you a few stretches that we can all do on a regular basis to help us to maintain our flexibility. We'll also do some deep breathing to help us to quiet our mind. Let's get started with some deep breathing. Sitting tall on our heels. Our spine is straight. The crown of our head is reaching straight up. Our shoulders are rolled back and down. Our arms are relaxed. Our fingers are pointing forward. Our navel is towards our spine or just relaxed. You can focus on a point in front of you or just gently close your eyes. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Let's go ahead and gently open our eyes, feeling the balance of where we are. The idea is to think about what we're doing right now in this present moment, not thinking about what happened before we got started or what will happen next throughout our day. Just to focus on the here and now. So let's go ahead and do another 3 rounds of deep breathing to quiet our minds and to focus on the present moment. Let's go. Again, your eyes can be closed or you can keep them open, your preference. Inhaling. Inhaling. Taking deep, full breaths. One more time. So on the exhale, we're letting go of any tension or stress. We're letting go, we're melting the body into the mat and releasing all tension and stress. Now let's go back and do our favorite cat-cow. Again, our feet are going to be hip distance apart. I'm up on my toes, but it's a personal preference. Your feet can be flat. Then I'll just bring my elbows into my knee, coming up, straightening my elbows, or we can scoot our hands up a little bit, making sure that our shoulder is directly above our wrist and our hips is directly above our knee. So we're taking deep breaths here again, inhaling and exhaling in and out through our nose. Back to neutral spine, and then back to center. Cat-cow is a great exercise for our lower back. And by sitting here on our knees, it helps to keep our knees flexible. And you may have tight hamstrings or you're not able to sit as low as I am sitting. You may not be able to sit back on your heels. Again, yoga is about your personal journey, where your body can go today. That's all we can ask of our body, is just to go where it's able to go. Now let's go ahead and do Sphinx Pose. It's another stretch that's really good for our lower back. To get into Sphinx Pose, we'll start the same way that we got into cat-cow. So I'll start here again with my elbows against my knee. In this case, my knees are together. Again, if you're not able to get down here, if you're able to just stay here and go as low as you can, or if you're just able to get here, this is still a great stretch. You'll feel the stretch here in the back of your arms. You'll feel it across your shoulder. You'll feel it across your lower back, your entire back. And you'll also feel it in your quadriceps. So here we are. This is a form of child's pose. So this is a variation. We can stay here in child's pose, but we're going into Sphinx. So again, I'm bringing my elbows close to my knees. And then I'll just move them up. I'll come up on my knees. I'll reach back with my right leg. Actually, let's stay here for a bit. And let's go ahead and bring our right leg back. Reaching back with my left leg. So my left leg is straight. And my core is tight, so my navel is towards my spine. Reaching back with my right leg. My right leg is straight. Bringing my right leg forward. Reaching back with my left leg. Bringing it back. And now when I take my right leg back, I'm going to bring my knee down to the mat. Going back with my left leg. My left knee is on the mat. And I'm just going to sink my entire lower body onto the mat. And here we are in Sphinx Pose. I'm turning towards the camera, but you should be face forward. If this again is uncomfortable, try to reach your elbow up forward. This is a great stretch for the lower back. And if you're able to, you can just look up. We're breathing. Our navel is towards our spine. We're inhaling exhaling, we're releasing all tension and stress. Great job. Now let's go ahead, and if you can, reach forward with your right arm, reach forward with your left arm, and just sink into the mat. Forehead on the mat. And we're really reaching forward here. So we should feel the stretch in our arms, our entire arm, across our shoulder, our entire back. And then our legs are straight, and our toes are pointing, reaching behind us, and our fingertips is reaching forward. This is the full total body stretch. So we're working our entire body here. Coming back, bringing my right arm back, my left arm. And if you're able to, let's add on and do cobra. Now come up as far as you can. You may just need to stay here, and that's fine. If you're able to, this is a challenge pose. You go up into cobra, be careful of your lower back. Let's come forward, move back into Sphinx. Breathing in and out through our nose, reaching back with our toes. Okay, let's now go ahead and come back to center, bringing my right arm back, my left arm, coming up on my knees. And let's get into child's pose. My knees are moving wider apart, wider than hip distance. And I'm just going to reach forward again. If you're able to stay here, that's fine. If not, follow me and let's go all the way down to the mat. So you should feel the stretch right here and also in your arms. If you're able to, let's go all the way down and bring our forehead on the mat. Great job moving back to center. We're slowly getting out of child's pose. Coming back to center. Getting our balance back. And then we will turn back to the front. Let's go ahead and do our twist here. So I'm twisting to the left, your right. I'm bringing my left arm back behind me as far as it can go. And I'll bring it to all the way around to wrap it around. And then I'll take my right arm and bring it back. You can stop here on your knee, or you can bring it back to your left hip, and then we'll just twist and look over our shoulder, or as far as we can go. You should feel the stretch right here, side of your neck. You should feel the twist here along the side. And in your shoulders, my left shoulder is working. And I'm breathing in and out through my nose, taking deep, full, long breaths here. Let's go ahead and unravel ourselves, bring my right arm back, releasing my left arm, and shake them out. Now let's move on to my right side, your left. It's important to work on both sides to maintain the balance in your body. So I'll bring my right arm back, wrap it around, and I'll wrap it around just like I did on the other side. I'll take my left hand, bring it back. Again, you can stop here. This is a wonderful stretch, or you can bring it farther back. And then we'll just twist and gaze over our right shoulder, or as far as you can go, and just breathe. Taking deep, full, long breaths here. Quieting our minds. Go ahead and unravel ourselves and come back to center and shake our arms out. Wasn't that awesome? I could really feel that. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and practice bridge. Bridge is a great stretch for our core and also for our legs. So for bridge, this may already be a lot of work for you. And sometimes I'll just sit in this position and just rock myself backwards and forwards. But this is how we're going to get into bridge. You can stay here if you like, and then meet us back in the center after we're finished with bridge pose. So with bridge, we're going to scoot up to the front of our mats, and we're going to gently roll down. And you can get down to the mat however you like to get there. You could just get there by just flopping down, and that's okay. But let's go ahead and just gently roll down if you're able to. So we're going to start here. Bring my toes out to the front of the mat. My feet are hip distance apart. That's really helpful. If it's closer, it just makes it harder. So it's okay if you want to have your feet closer or just get them at hip distance. As we roll down onto the mat, now my navel is towards my spine, and I'm just gently rolling down. Okay. So that was a lot of work. We could just hang out here for a bit and breathe. So with bridge, our lower body will be up off the mat. And what I like to do is to just bring my heels in closer to my body. And then I have my palms pressed down into the mat and just gently roll up off the mat. Now again, my navel is engaged here, so my core is tight. And your hips can go as high as they're able to today, not what it was able to do yesterday. My shoulders are relaxed. There's no pressure in my fingers or my hands that are on the mat. The pressure is in my heels, so my heels are rooted into the mat. I can feel the strengthening here in my quads. My buttocks are tight. My core is engaged. So my entire lower half is being strengthened here. My eyes are closed. Your preference. Your eyes can be opened. So we're inhaling, exhaling. Then we'll just gently release on the exhale. And we'll bring our knees into our bodies and just gently rock from side to side. Now let's do bridge one more time from here. So I'll bring my feet down. My heels are close to my hips. And this is an advanced pose. This variation is advanced. So I'll go ahead and I'll just wrap my fingers around my ankles. And then I'll just raise up from here. Again, my neck is turned towards the camera. That's not what you should be doing. And I will not be moving my neck while I'm in this position, just to ensure that there's no injury. So now that I'm looking at the camera, I'll continue looking at the camera until I get out of bridge pose. Again, you should feel the stretch in your quads, in your hamstrings, your entire leg, your hips, your core, your buttocks, your arms. This is an advanced variation of bridge. And I'll go ahead and release my fingers, release my hips back to the mat. Now I'll bring my head forward, taking my right knee in, my left knee. Just wrap my hands around them, bring them closer into my body, and rock myself gently from side to side. Taking normal breaths here. Okay, let's go ahead and come back to center. It doesn't matter how you get there. You can go ahead and just bring your knees together to one side, using my left arm to prop me up, and come back to center. Coming back, sitting on my heels. Taking it as slow as you can. Sitting up. Taking a few moments here of deep breathing. Opening our eyes. How do you feel? That feels absolutely juicy. Very, very good lower body stretches. Now let's go ahead and finish up with some Savasana. So with Savasana, we're on the mat and we're laying on our back, our hands or at our side, and we just melt into the mat as though we are floating on air. So let's go ahead and move into Savasana. This is our variation of meditation for today. It doesn't matter how you get to Savasana, so I can roll down gently. Bring my arms along my side, my fingers are curled up. My feet are flopped open, my toes are turned outward. Let's go ahead and close our eyes here. Taking normal breaths. Releasing any tension in our body. Letting go. Softening our face. Our eyes. Our nose, our mouth, our chin, our shoulders, softening our arms, our fingers, our hips, our legs, our knees, our ankles and our toes. And just melt into the mat. Focusing on our nose. Releasing all thoughts from our minds and just breathe. Get back to center. Doesn't matter how you get there. I'll just roll over on my right side using my left arm to bring me up. Again, you want to come out of all yoga poses slowly. There is no hurry, no rush. Yoga is about going at your own pace. Mindfulness is your own personal journey. Do what feels right for your body, because that's your form of mindfulness. That's how you're being mindful, by honoring where your body is today. Whatever activity you decide to do to practice mindfulness, I hope that you strive to make it a daily practice. And just breathe. We'll close with a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. Every step taken in mindfulness is one step closer to ourselves and our planet. Thank you for your support. I look forward to continuing our journey of joy and discovery. Namaste.